Notable projected WNBA salaries per new CBA. Aaliyah Boston, and this is what they're currently making versus what they will make. And I'm going to tell you, there's some... It's funny seeing the amount of people that's about to make more money than Angel Reese. Angel Reese is punching air right now. Barbie is punching air. Between her new salary and nobody showing up to see her at Barbie Fest, woo! She'd not have...
To fully appreciate the scale of this extraordinary transformation, it's important to look at a few striking numbers that underscore its significant impact. Aaliyah Boston's salary is poised to surge from a respectable $94,000 to a staggering and attention-commanding $574,000. A leap that not only underscores her immense worth, but also reflects the organization's steadfast belief in her future, while sending a clear message about its dedication to constructing a championship-contending team. Around her outstanding talent and leadership,
Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, goes from $80K to $500,000. Cool $500,000. Cameron Britt, $85K to $493,000. Hell, she missed most of an entire season. Sonia Cintron, $80K to $436K. You know what we don't do? We don't talk about how good she is. Cintron, pretty good player. I got to be honest. I can't say that about a lot of people in the league, but...
To highlight the immense scale of these transformative financial jumps, Caitlin Clark is poised to rise from an initial $85,000 to a remarkable $528,000, while Angel Reese is also experiencing a significant increase from $75,000 to an impressive $350,000. Reflecting the league's growing acknowledgement of elite talent and expanding market influence, these numbers go far beyond typical end-of-year salary adjustments, instead signaling a decisive shift in valuation, investment, and the widening commercial impact of these emerging superstars.
Ahead of Caitlin Clark, what the hell? All right. My girl Camila Cardoso, she making a cool $110,000 more than Angel Reese. Now, you may be asking, why is that, Rhodes? Well, because Camilla was selected number 3. Angel was selected number 7. All right. JC Sheldon, $402,000. Kiki Arifin, $407,000. She's
signaling a landmark moment in the league's history. This development stands as the most significant financial transformation the WNBA has ever experienced, unfolding in real time as a direct consequence of the newly implemented collective bargaining agreement. Yet what truly sets this situation apart from mere statistics is the heightened intrigue and mounting controversy surrounding its wider implications for player equity, team dynamics, and the future economic landscape of women's professional basketball.
Get the pretty card. Oh, we even have man, I got to tell you, AI, you're coming up in the world. You are. You're like 5 seconds away from activating Skynet at this point. Caitlin, thank you for the incredible energy, the passion, and the historic impact you brought to the WNBA. You've lifted the entire league. We're proud to call you our sister. With love and respect, the players of the WNBA, and how do you know this is AI? Because they ain't never going to say nothing that nice about Caitlin Clark, unfortunately.
Not everyone is getting the same life-changing bump, and the fierce reactions to who's making what are starting to expose some really uncomfortable truths about value, about recognition, and about who actually deserves the credit for this
Yet the situation becomes even more compelling when it becomes evident that not every player is reaping the benefits of this life-changing financial surge, and the passionate reactions surrounding who earns what are beginning to expose some deeply uncomfortable truths about value, recognition, and who truly deserves credit for this unprecedented economic windfall. While this moment is undeniably thrilling for the league, a critical question remains regarding its long-term sustainability. What happens if the Caitlin Clark effect eventually fades and attendance potentially returns to the more modest figures of around 3,000 fans per game?
This is great, but what happens when the Caitlin Clark effect wears off and they're back to 3,000 fans a game? Damn. D-zam. Wow. How the F is Cameron making more than Angel Reese? I don't know. Okay. We'll see here. We'll see. Angel Reese, $1 for every missed shot and rebound. Nice. Ooh. Got to tell you. Yeah, Boston's getting $900K minimum. You got to expect that. Yeah. Dallas got to pay Diamond Miller $536K.
Exploring the complexities of this rapidly evolving financial landscape even further, the case of Cameron Brink presents a particularly compelling and thought-provoking example. Despite suffering a devastating torn ACL in June 2024 that sidelined her for nearly her entire rookie season, she is still projected to earn an impressive $493,000 next year. A figure that not only emphasizes her significant marketability and long-term potential, but also reflects the league's steadfast confidence in her. Star power, endorsement appeal, and anticipated future impact on the game despite this early career setback.
I think it's got to be twice that now, maybe $120 million or something. My guess would be the media rights that they're working with right now is somewhere around $300 million a year. All right, so that's where this money is coming from. All right, it's always going to be media rights deals. That's the way it works. So anyway, pay up, deserved. Why is Angel at the bottom? I don't know. I mean, my goodness, end all be all, obviously. Angel's getting $1 for every layup.
Taking a closer look at the shifting financial dynamics of the league, Cameron Brink's situation stands out as a particularly compelling and insightful example. Even after enduring a devastating torn ACL in June 2024 that forced her to miss nearly her entire rookie season, she is still projected to earn an impressive $493,000 next year. A figure that not only highlights her exceptional marketability and long-term potential, but also demonstrates the league's unwavering confidence in her star power, endorsement appeal, and future impact on the game despite this early setback. A closer examination of this disparity reveals that Cameron Brink, selected second overall, is projected to earn significantly more than Angel Reese, who was drafted seventh despite delivering exceptional on-court production, averaging a double-double with 13 points and 13 rebounds while starting every healthy game, making it a challenging reality as less active players surpass her financially. Meanwhile, Sonia Citron's salary surge from $80,000 to $436,000 underscores her emergence as one of the New York Liberty's most versatile and dependable talents, an elite defender capable of running the point and spacing the floor. Yet her limited mainstream recognition highlights the fundamental divide shaping these projections, where on-court performance, cultural influence, and revenue generation each play distinct and decisive roles. At the core of this evolving landscape, the new collective bargaining agreement seeks to balance rewards for performance, cultural influence, and revenue generation. Though this delicate formula has ignited significant debate, the viral AI-generated "thank you" card to Caitlin Clark, while purely satirical, resonates deeply because it underscores an uncomfortable reality. Her arrival has profoundly altered the league's financial trajectory with a staggering $2.2 billion media rights deal, involving Disney, Amazon, and NBC, driven not by gradual growth, but by the extraordinary surge in television ratings during her rookie season, exemplified by the Iowa vs. LSU NCAA championship game in April 2024, attracting 12.3 million viewers, a figure that surpassed most NBA playoff games. And her declaration for the WNBA draft, ultimately providing the league with unprecedented bargaining power and leverage. Notably, arena attendance spiked whenever the Indiana Fever came to town, and merchandise sales didn't just increase, they soared, highlighting the significant leverage the Players Association held during collective bargaining negotiations. In a surprising development, Aaliyah Boston is actually positioned to become the highest-paid player from recent rookie classes, surpassing Caitlin Clark, as her additional year in the league makes her eligible for performance escalators that could elevate her salary beyond the $1 million threshold, a milestone supported by her exceptional on-court achievements, including earning all WNBA first-team honors in her rookie season, capturing the Rookie of the Year award, and serving as the undisputed anchor of Indiana's frontcourt. Yet this is where the narrative grows increasingly intricate, raising the question of how much Boston's individual value has been further enhanced by Clark's arrival. Almost overnight, the Indiana Fever evolved from a league afterthought into must-watch television, dramatically enhancing Aaliyah Boston's scoring opportunities as defenses could no longer concentrate solely on her, while her national profile rose alongside the most closely scrutinized rookie in women's basketball history. This reality intensifies the debate over who truly merits financial rewards, juxtaposing individual excellence with the powerful effects of collective benefit, as Boston undeniably earned her performance escalators through exceptional play, yet the substantial revenue supporting them is largely fueled by the surge sparked by Caitlin Clark, and in a similar vein, Diamond Miller, drafted second overall in 2023 by the Minnesota Lynx and averaging around 7 points per game as a rookie, is projected to earn an impressive $536,000 next year, surpassing nearly the entire 2024 draft class and clearly illustrating how strongly draft position influences the league's salary structure. Fundamentally, higher draft selections command larger starting salaries regardless of immediate on-court production, a framework intentionally designed to encourage teams to invest in and patiently develop young talent without demanding instant returns. However, the stark disparity between Diamond Miller's earnings and those of players like Angel Reese, despite their vastly different levels of impact, raises legitimate questions about whether this system remains viable in a league where overall revenue remains relatively fragile, as the WNBA cannot afford to overcompensate potential from players who may not significantly influence the game, intensifying the growing tension between rewarding draft status and recognizing tangible value, and prompting a crucial question at the center of these salary debates: where is all this new money truly coming from? For decades, the WNBA has operated without consistent profitability, relying on NBA subsidies to sustain its operations, and now the league faces projected salary increases of roughly $50 million annually. The new media rights agreement represents a transformative shift, generating about $220 million per year starting in 2026 compared to the previous $50 million deal, and when combined with the expanded CBS and ION television packages, rising from approximately $60 million to $120 million. The total annual media revenue approaches $300 million, which may initially appear sustainable, yet this income is far from pure profit, as production costs, league operations, team subsidies, marketing, and infrastructure must be covered before players receive compensation, with the new collective bargaining agreement granting athletes 50% of league revenue only after specific financial thresholds are met. Nevertheless, a significant risk remains, as a decline in the Caitlin Clark effect and a return to pre-2024 ratings could destabilize this financial model built on sustained growth, raising the complex question of whether players should express gratitude for the economic impact associated with her arrival, a conclusion that, based on the available evidence, leans strongly toward yes. Although Caitlin Clark did not create the WNBA or single-handedly establish the foundation built by legends such as Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, Diana Taurasi, and Maya Moore through decades of dedication, her arrival signaled a defining transition from mere survival to genuine prosperity. Before her entry, the league was characterized by modest average attendance of around 6,000 fans, regular season viewership that rarely exceeded 500,000, limited merchandise sales concentrated among a handful of stars, and a financial model centered more on sustainability than expansion, with teams folding or relocating and players frequently competing overseas in countries like Russia, Turkey, and China to maintain a year-round livelihood. But within a single season, Clark dramatically reshaped this trajectory as Indiana Fever home games surged to averages near 17,000 fans. Road contests sold out in previously indifferent markets, and overall league attendance climbed by an impressive 48% year-over-year. Almost instantly, television ratings did not just increase, they tripled, transforming league expansion from a distant aspiration into an immediate priority, with Golden State and Toronto set to join and Portland under serious consideration, developments made possible only by clear evidence of sustainable market growth. while other rookies also made meaningful contributions, with Angel Reese bringing a dedicated LSU fan base and Cameron Brink carrying strong support from Southern California. Before her injury, the data remains unmistakable. Indiana Fever games consistently generated record viewership, and ratings noticeably declined whenever Clark was absent, establishing an undeniable correlation that simultaneously fueled growing resentment, as she never sought to be portrayed as the league's savior and instead allowed her performance to speak for itself. Yet media narratives and fan amplification led veteran players, many of whom had spent years as all-stars, to feel overshadowed, prompting understandable defensiveness as they emphasized the league's rich history, even though the cold, hard truth is that business ultimately operates independent of sentiment. Undeniably, the $2.2 billion media rights investment materialized because network analysts recognized Caitlin Clark's direct influence on ratings and projected substantial future revenue, prompting teams to commit to new arenas. Signaling the completion of this remarkable transformation, teams began investing in new arenas and state-of-the-art facilities while players received salary increases that would have been unimaginable just a few years ago, all reflecting a fundamental shift in the league's financial foundation. Although Caitlin Clark does not deserve sole credit for every advancement, she undeniably served as the catalyst for this explosive change, and a more strategic response from veteran players would have been to embrace the moment by publicly acknowledging her role while simultaneously educating new fans about the league's rich history and enduring talent, thereby bridging the generational gap. Yet instead the narrative was shaped by resistance, including passive-aggressive media remarks and overly physical play that at times appeared targeted, a reaction that ultimately backfired by making some veterans seem petty, strengthening Clark's support among casual fans, and deepening a divisive rift within the fan base, reinforcing the idea that expressions of gratitude are warranted not because she single-handedly saved the league, but because she arrived at precisely the right moment and connected with the vast audience the WNBA had sought for more than 25 years. Without question, every individual within the league is now reaping financial benefits from this transformative connection, whether publicly acknowledged or not, prompting the crucial question of what lies ahead. Can the WNBA sustain this extraordinary surge in growth once Caitlin Clark eventually retires? Will the next generation of stars successfully carry the momentum forward? Or will 2024 ultimately be remembered as a fleeting meteoric spike that faded after the initial excitement subsided? This uncertainty represents the league's true test, as escalating salaries are built upon highly optimistic projections, and if those expectations fail to materialize, the WNBA could face a significant financial reckoning that would render current salary debates insignificant, despite the fact that the league now possesses a rare golden window of opportunity with increased funding, heightened attention, and expanding infrastructure, all of which depend on the ability of players, teams, and league leadership to capitalize on this moment without allowing ego, resentment, or short-term thinking to undermine the remarkable progress, especially with the next collective bargaining negotiation poised to become exceptionally challenging should revenue growth begin to stall. As the WNBA enters a defining moment in its history, every player now benefiting from significantly larger paychecks should hope that the Caitlin Clark effect represents the beginning of long-term, sustainable growth rather than its ultimate peak, because the league currently stands at a pivotal crossroads where future success will depend on its ability to retain the influx of new fans, develop the next generation of stars, and strategically capitalize on this unprecedented wave of momentum. This moment naturally sparks a compelling question for fans and analysts alike. Do WNBA players truly owe Caitlin Clark a debt of gratitude for these substantial salary increases? Or is this simply the inevitable evolution of a league that was always destined to reach such financial milestones through the decades of dedication laid by legends and the relentless efforts of today's athletes? While Clark's arrival undeniably accelerated visibility, media attention, and commercial investment, the foundation of this progress was built over many years by pioneers who elevated the sport and created the platform now being amplified. Moving forward, The league's challenge will be to transform this surge of popularity into lasting stability by expanding grassroots engagement, enhancing global outreach, investing in player marketing, and fostering compelling rivalries that keep audiences emotionally connected. As the WNBA embraces this transformative era of increased media exposure, rising sponsorship opportunities, franchise expansion, and growing international interest, the voices of fans become more important than ever in shaping its narrative. So, share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe this financial boom is primarily driven by Caitlin Clark's impact, or is it the result of a long-awaited evolution of women's basketball? This fascinating and emotionally charged debate is far from over, and its outcome will undoubtedly influence the direction of the league for years to come.